Welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 8 most valuable Washington quarter dollar coins that could be sitting in your collection and are worth big money. Let's jump right in. First up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark, and we'll discuss its value in today's auction market, especially when it's in dirty condition. So let's get started. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday, has become one of the most recognized coins in American history. The design showcases a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing American pride and resilience. By 1974, the quarter had undergone several design changes, but the essence of honoring Washington remained. This year's quarter was minted in large quantities, and the D mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. Now, here's a crucial detail. While most quarters minted after 1965 are composed of a copper-nickel clad, the 1974 silver Washington quarter is unique. It was part of the special mint sets and contains 90% silver, giving it intrinsic value beyond its face value of $20,000. This means that in addition to being a collectible, the silver content alone increases its worth. At today's silver prices, the value of the metal can fluctuate, so it's essential to keep an eye on the current market rates. Let's talk about the key features of the 1974 D Washington quarter. It weighs 6.25 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 m. The D mint mark is located just below the date on the obverse, which adds to its collectible appeal. Now, what do we mean by dirty condition? This refers to coins that have not been cleaned and may show signs of wear, grime, or tarnish from circulation. While some collectors may shy away from dirty coins, they can still hold significant value, especially if they are rare or carry historical significance. So what's the current market value of the 1974 silver Washington quarter with a D mint mark in dirty condition as of 2024? This coin can fetch a range of values. In circulated dirty condition, you might see prices between $29,000. Several factors influence the value of the 1974 D quarter. First, market demand plays a critical role. If collectors are actively seeking this specific coin, prices may rise. Additionally, the rarity of the coin can impact its desirability, especially in specific conditions. Grading is also vital. The condition, whether dirty or otherwise, will influence the overall market perception. Coins that fall into higher grading tiers will naturally command higher prices, even if they show signs of dirt. In summary, the 1974 silver Washington quarter with a D mint mark, even in dirty condition, holds a unique place in the hearts of collectors and can be a valuable addition to any collection. Understanding its history, key features, and market value can empower you whether you're buying, selling, or simply appreciating the art of coin collecting. Next up, the 1995 silver Washington quarter, particularly the large date with a D mint mark. But hold on to your hats, because we'll also be discussing its value in today's auction market, especially when it comes in a color shade and bad condition. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, the design has remained largely unchanged, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. By 1995, the quarter was still going strong, and it was released in both regular and silver versions. The 1995 silver Washington quarter is part of the 90% silver coin series that collectors love. It's crucial to note that the 1995 version is characterized by its larger date, making it distinct from previous issues. Additionally, the D mint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted in Denver, one of the main minting facilities in the United States. Now, let's talk about condition, because it plays a vital role in the coin's value. The term bad condition can mean different things, but typically it refers to coins that show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. In the case of the 1995 Washington quarter, color shade can occur due to environmental factors, mishandling, or just the passage of time. Collectors often have varying opinions on coins in poor condition. Some see them as less desirable, while others are drawn to them for their unique stories and character. A coin that has seen better days can sometimes fetch surprising amounts at auction, depending on its rarity and the market demand at the time. So what is the value of a 1995 silver Washington quarter in bad condition with a D mint mark? As of now, the value can range significantly. In general, you might expect to see prices from around $29,000 at auction, depending on the specific condition and color shades. However, it's important to keep in mind that the auction market can fluctuate. Recently, some examples of this quarter, even in poor condition, have sold for upwards of $36,000 primarily due to collectors who appreciate the historical significance of the piece or those who see potential in its restoration. Next up, the 1997 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. It might seem like an ordinary coin, but some 1997 quarters have sparked interest among collectors, bringing higher than expected prices in today's auction market. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, originally created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1997, the design featured Washington's profile on the front and a proud American eagle on the back, a design that was still widely used until the state quarters program started in 1999. In 1997, quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia Mint, which is marked by the letter P, and the Denver Mint, marked by D. Today, we'll focus specifically on the Philadelphia minted Washington quarters. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 1997 quarter with P mint mark more valuable? The truth is, not all of them are. Most 1997 quarters in circulated condition don't bring much of a premium value. However, certain factors can boost the price of these coins. For instance, high-quality uncirculated examples or coins with rare mint errors are highly sought after by collectors. These errors could include off-center strikes, die breaks, or even double dies. If a 1997 quarter has one of these errors, its value could increase significantly. Let's get into the numbers. In good condition, meaning it's circulated and shows signs of wear, the typical 1997 P Washington quarter generally trades for its face value $45,000 or a bit more if it has historical interest to a collector. However, if it's in extremely fine condition, you might see it valued around a few dollars, though this isn't typical for a circulated coin. In today's auction market, a 1997 P Washington quarter with a noticeable mint error can fetch anywhere from $66,000 depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Collectors and dealers look for such error coins because they represent unique production quirks that make them stand out from regular quarters. So, how can you tell if your 1997 P quarter is valuable? First, check its condition. Coins in pristine or uncirculated condition will usually bring higher prices. Next, look for any unusual details. Error coins often have visual cues that make them easy to identify, like a doubled image, an off-center strike, or an odd break in the design. Let's say you have a valuable 1997 P Washington quarter and you're interested in selling it. How do you go about it? You have a few options. Selling through an online auction site like eBay or a dedicated coin auction platform like Heritage Auctions can connect you with a broad audience of collectors. If you want to avoid online platforms, you could also consider local coin shows or contacting reputable dealers directly. Next up, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in fine condition. Let's explore what makes this coin so special and what its value is in today's auction market. The Washington quarter has a rich history. First minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design we see today was introduced in 1932 and has remained relatively unchanged, making it a staple in American numismatics. By 1991, the Washington quarter had already become a symbol of American currency, but it was also a time of significant change in the U.S. minting process. The U.S. Mint began to produce coins with more precision and detail, contributing to the overall quality of the coinage. The 1991 Washington quarter features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle with its wings outstretched on the reverse. This design is iconic and represents American ideals of freedom and strength. Now, let's discuss the specifics of the 1991 quarter. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is noteworthy as it denotes a different production process compared to coins minted in Denver or San Francisco. When it comes to collectible coins, the condition is crucial. The 1991 Washington quarter in fine condition means that it has some wear but still retains many of its details. Grading coins can be subjective, but generally, a fine-grade coin will show signs of light wear on high points and be free from major damage. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question: what is this quarter worth in today's auction market as of now? A 1991 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in fine condition typically ranges in value from around $44,000. Depending on its exact condition and the interest from collectors at any given auction. However, certain factors like rarity demand and even the specific auction environment can push this value higher. It's interesting to compare the 1991 quarter with others in its series. For instance, quarters from the late 1950s or 1960s can fetch significantly higher prices due to their rarity, while more recent quarters, like those from the 2000s, may not hold the same value as the 1991 edition. This reflects the ever-evolving market for collectible coins. If you're a collector or thinking about starting, always look for coins in the best condition possible. Consider investing in a good coin holder to preserve its quality and consult with reputable dealers or auction houses for accurate valuations. Joining coin collector communities can also provide valuable insights and resources. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark. Today, we'll explore its background, how its condition affects its value, and what you can expect to see in today's auction market. So let's get started. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin features a left-facing profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing strength and freedom. Over the decades, it has become a favorite among collectors due to its historical significance and iconic design. Now, let's focus on the 1984 Washington quarter. This particular year was significant because it was a part of the series that continued to honor Washington. The 1984 quarters were minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Denver Mint, marked with a D, produced a significant number of these coins, but today we're specifically looking at those in bad condition. So what exactly do we mean by bad condition? In numismatics, a coin in bad condition typically exhibits heavy wear scratches and potentially discoloration. It might have been circulated extensively, leading to a lack of luster and clarity in the details of the design. Collectors often use terms like good or fair to describe coins in this state, and these designations significantly impact the coin's value. Now let's talk about the value of a 1984 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in bad condition. While coins in pristine condition can fetch high prices, sometimes exceeding $47,000, those in bad shape generally range much lower. Currently, in today's auction market, you can expect to see these coins valued anywhere from $66,000, depending on the severity of the wear and overall appeal of the coin. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1984 D mint quarter in bad condition, there are several platforms you can explore. eBay is a popular choice, where you can find auctions for coins of various conditions. You can also check local coin shops or coin shows where collectors and dealers often gather. Always ensure that you're getting a fair price by doing some research beforehand. In conclusion, while the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in bad condition may not break the bank, it still holds value for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, every coin tells a story, and this one is no exception. Next up, the 1969 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about what makes some quarters so valuable, you're in the right place. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Since then, it's been a mainstay of U.S. currency. The 1969 Washington quarter, like others from the 1960s, has its unique appeal. But what makes it stand out today is its potential value in the auction market. Before we dive into the current value, let's take a closer look at the coin's features. The 1969 Washington quarter is made from a copper nickel-clad composition. This means it's not a silver coin like earlier Washington quarters, but its design remains iconic, with George Washington's profile on the obverse side and the American eagle on the reverse. Coins from this period have a diameter of 24.3 m and weigh about 5.67 grams. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition. Like with all collectible coins, the condition or grade of the 1969 quarter plays a big role in its value. Most 1969 quarters that have circulated heavily are considered in good condition, showing visible wear and signs of aging. Coins in higher grades, such as fine or very fine, will hold more value, but even in good condition, this quarter can be appealing to collectors. However, if you have a 1969 quarter in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows little to no wear and has been well preserved, it can be worth significantly more, potentially reaching around $57,000, depending on its appeal to buyers. High-grade examples graded by professional services, such as those in mint. The value of any coin depends on several factors. For the 1969 Washington quarter, these include rarity, condition, and market demand. Additionally, if your coin has a minting error, such as doubling on certain parts of the design or misalignment, its value could be even higher. Some rare error coins have fetched hundreds of dollars at auction. So there you have it. The 1969 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark may not seem like much at first glance, but it holds value beyond its face amount. Whether it's part of your collection or something you stumbled upon, it's always worth checking out the condition and any potential errors that could add to its worth. Next up, the 1987 Washington quarter with a D mint mark. We'll break down its history, unique features, and of course its value in today's auction market. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. The Washington quarter has a rich history that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became an iconic part of U.S. coinage. By 1987, these quarters had been in circulation for over 50 years, and their design remained largely unchanged, showing Washington's profile on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse. But even within common coins like this, certain mint marks, conditions, and rare variations can make specific coins highly collectible. The D mint mark on this 1987 Washington quarter shows it was minted in Denver, while the coin was produced in significant numbers. Finding it in fine or even better condition can still hold value for collectors. The Denver Mint produced around 655 million quarters in 1987. But most have seen heavy circulation. Quarters from this year in fine condition are harder to come by, especially with clear details and minimal wear. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale, and in today's video we're talking about a quarter in fine condition. This means there's visible wear on the high points of Washington's hair and some on the eagle's feathers. However, the major details are still discernible, and overall the coin has kept a decent appearance. Coins graded as fine may not be as pristine as higher grades like very fine or extremely fine, but they're still appealing to many collectors, especially for coins this age. Now, the question everyone's been waiting for: how much is a 1987 D Washington quarter in fine condition worth today? As of this year, these coins generally range in value between $55,000 in fine condition. However, at auctions, especially online, some sellers list them for slightly more if they showcase unique characteristics like particularly strong details or rich luster. If you're thinking about selling or collecting the 1987 D Washington quarter, here are a few tips. First, make sure to carefully assess the condition. Coins in fine or better conditions are the most desirable for collectors. Second, keep an eye on auction sites and coin marketplaces for similar coins. Selling prices, market value can vary over time, especially if demand rises. Lastly, if you come across any quarters with unusual errors like doubling misstrikes or any anomalies, these could make your coin even more valuable. Error coins are highly sought after and could fetch a premium. The 1987 D Washington quarter may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but every coin has a story and a place in the market. Whether you're a new collector or seasoned enthusiast, understanding the value of coins like this can add both knowledge and excitement to your hobby. Next up, the 1982 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in black color shade and dirty condition. You might be wondering, how valuable could this little coin be? Well, you might be in for a surprise. Let's start with a bit of background on the Washington quarter itself. This quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design on the front, or obverse side, features a profile of Washington himself, sculpted by John Flanagan. On the reverse, we see a majestic eagle, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the United States. So, what makes the 1982 D Mint quarter unique and valuable? For starters, coins from 1982 didn't have any official mint sets, which makes finding high-quality versions even harder. As a result, quarters from this year, especially ones in unusual conditions, are rarer and more sought after. Now, let's talk about this particular coin, a 1982 D quarter with a dark or black shade and in dirty condition. This unique look could result from environmental exposure over the years, or certain natural chemical reactions that cause the surface to darken, while not exactly pristine. These coins have an appeal to collectors because of the unique look that differentiates them from the regular circulation pieces. Generally, collectors and appraisers prefer coins in mint condition. However, certain imperfections or environmental damage like dirt accumulation, dark patinas, or color variations can make a coin stand out. For the 1982 D Washington quarter, the black shade and dirty condition create a unique patina that some collectors find intriguing. These dirty coins can also be valued by collectors who seek coins with stories pieces that have seen years of wear and possess an almost historical character. So how much can this black shaded dirty 1982 D Washington quarter fetch in today's auction market? Well, the value of coins can fluctuate based on several factors, including condition, rarity, demand, and unique characteristics. For this particular coin, a standard 1982 D quarter in circulated condition without any notable coloring or damage might be worth around its face value $49,000. However, those with distinct color shades or dirty conditions can catch the eye of specialized collectors. Now, before you think about cleaning your old or dirty quarters, here's an important tip: avoid cleaning rare coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and actually decrease the value. Many collectors prefer the natural look complete with the original dirt or patina that developed over decades. If you own a 1982 D Washington quarter in a dirty condition, consider preserving it as is. Store it in a safe, dry place, ideally in a coin sleeve or case to avoid further damage. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any unique finds or other coins you want us to cover. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.